we go for the brotherhood. We're going to make plays. We're going to play hard. We're going to do what we got to do. O-line, D-line, toughness, 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 toughness.
Hey, Buckeye Nation. Welcome to the Buckeye Cast, your only commercial-free Ohio State football podcast. These guys were born and bred in the Buckeye State, and they like to talk Buckeye football and drink bourbon. Subscribe and leave a review wherever you get your podcast. Now, pour a drink and pull up a stool. Here's your host, Joe Warwick.
What is up? We are back, hitting you with the Minnesota pregame. Let's get fired up to beat some boat rowers. I don't know. I guess you could snatch the oars out of their hands and smack them with it. I don't know what else you could do to somebody that rows a boat. Light their rowboat on fire? I don't know.
Shoot them in the face.
Oh, original. I like that. I've been watching Game of Thrones reruns again. So, like, when I think of somebody rowing a boat, it's always some rickety old wooden piece of shit. You could probably walk faster than they're rowing, you know? But anyway.
Get a dragon and fucking flamethrower.
That seems to be, the power of flight seems to be a huge advantage. So, anyways, folks, and we are back. We just finished talking on defense and our two deep predictions for this season. So let's get into this Minnesota game. TCF Bank Stadium, in case you guys didn't know. Minneapolis on Fox this Thursday, 8 p.m. Going to be interesting. What's the temperatures like up there, you think? I don't even know. What's the weather like up in Minneapolis this time of year?
Gosh, it's
probably
humid as fuck.
It's been really hot lately. 90 plus humidity. It's terrible. They canceled the local football practice up here, but I think next week is cooling down a bit. I think we're going to have mid 70s. So in Minnesota, you're probably mid 60s up there.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. Should be perfect football weather.
What's that humidity level like?
I think that's what I said.
It's been awful.
Oh, yeah. See, that's my concern.
Yeah.
Cramps and shit.
All next week, I got highs in the high 70s, low 80s. Thursday, high 79 in this area.
Okay.
So I'm guessing right around 70 degrees at kick.
All right. But a little swampy. Okay. Well, we know PJ, our guy PJ Flick. He's in year number 5. Last year went 3-4. They won 11.
Year number 5. What'd you say?
He's in year 5. PJ.
No way.
For real. This is year 5. He's only been in coaching for like less than 10 years, like 9 years, something like that.
This is his 5th year
Yeah.
in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It feels like it's his 3rd.
No.
I don't believe you.
Well, I reference Phil Steele, so if he's wrong, then there's no other reason to live.
Yeah. What are any of us doing here? If Phil Steele is wrong.
Yeah. So they won 11 games in 2019, in case you forgot. Offense has 10 starters back, same on defense as well. But last year, this offense didn't put up great numbers. 27 points a game, 391 yards per game. They do have the quarterback coming back. I don't know. I'm kind of concerned about this offense. Tanner Morgan might be experienced, but he's never really been that great with mediocre talent. They lost their stud receivers to the NFL draft. Their leading receiver that's returning, Chris Ottman-Bell, is questionable. PJ says he's progressing over the last couple of weeks, but still, yeah.
They pulled him out like a week ago.
And there's no clear number 2 receiver at all. So, seems like a very, very big deal from the QB's point of view. We know the running back, Ibrahim, and the huge old line. Those guys they're going to try and just fucking mash the ball. They like to set up the play action off the run, of course. And obviously, by running the ball well, you can shorten the game. And that helps you against somebody like Ohio State who's going to put up points. So, I don't know. I don't see this offense doing much against us. I realize the 10 starters back help. And that 400-pound tackle, Fa'alele, that's great for one position, but I don't know. They don't seem to have enough NFL talent across the board.
I'm a little more worried about that O-line than you. I looked it up, and yeah, they got that one kid that's massive. Look at the rest of them. They're all massive, and they're all seniors. That line is probably the second best line in the Big Ten. And it's going to be a challenge for our D-line and our linebackers. And like I said, this is definitely Craig Young, I think, stopped the run game because that Abraham is solid. And Tanner's a good quarterback. I mean, if that O-line is protecting him, you can make mediocre guys.
Right, but he still has to have somebody catch the ball on the other end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you got time, these are D1 scholarship fucking kids. They're good enough. You give that quarterback time. So I expect them to score some points on us. The flip side of that, I think their defense returning 10. I don't think that does them anything.
Yeah. If your defense is allowing 30 points a game, is that a good thing?
Yeah, so I mean, I think they're going to score on us. They're just going to get scored on a lot more.
Jeff, how you see their offense suiting up?
But
it seems everything I've heard and read, they're going to want to run Ibrahim, kill, lean on you. It's like a power run, like a Wisconsin Iowa type style. I don't know if that's really what PJ Fleck wants to do, but it seems like what we're hearing. So I don't know what they expect. They got an experienced quarterback, like you said, Joe. Their best weapon, questionable, out right now. Who knows? But we don't know what else they have. I don't know of them having anything else. Talent-wise, there's a huge gap. So I think they're gonna hope for some turnovers, wacky fucking plays, some home field advantage stuff. Keep it close, time of possession. That's their only. I think that's their only shot.
I think
play smart. Keep that defense, keep you in the game.
Right.
Not a great idea.
I mean, these guys have seen everything. They're probably going to be the best O-line we face this year.
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't have Wisconsin.
Penn State's O-line might be comparable.
That's the title game.
I guess. I don't know if they have the same number of returning starters, but I don't know.
Hey, we have Joe. We playing Iowa this year?
No,
we don't have Iowa or Wisconsin. We definitely could use one of them too this year on that schedule.
Yeah. So,
but anyways, I don't know what else. I don't know what else they got, Joe. I mean, the quarterback's experienced, and they got.
I don't think it's going to be to that point. I don't think it's going to be a true test for the secondary, who, was almost last in the country in yards allowed. So I don't know. I don't think this is a true test of.
Correct.
Okay, we shut him down. We held him to 150 yards passing. BFD. These guys had no receivers.
No, it's
they don't. I don't even think they utilize a tight end. We're not going to respect the RPOs. They used to run the shit out of those in 2019, and if we don't respect the pass and just sit run, it's not going to be a pretty sight for their offense. Now, on defense, they do have, like I said, 10 starters back as well. Last year, they allowed 30 points a game, not fantastic. 416 yards per game, not great. and then 6.3 yards per carry per rush. So, and only got 8 sacks. I realize, you got to accommodate the shortened season and all that bullshit, but those points and yards numbers are disconcerting, at least, especially the 6.3 per carry.
Yeah, and I know PJ's made it clear that COVID just kind of wrecked his team, so you never know, but. Nobody was talking about how good his defense was going to be prior to the COVID pandemic starting. So then to just be horrible, and we have them all coming back. So they're going to be a little more experienced, but they're probably not that good. You're right. They might be able to, not make the mental errors. They might play a little tighter as a team, but talent-wise,
they got a stud edge rusher.
I mean, it's a big talent.
This edge rusher, he's like 6'4", 245 or something. He's a maniac. But he was still just a 3-star back in 2017.
Well, that'd be a good test though for Thibodeau coming up. Maybe the same type body. Maybe
they got a 5th-year safety, Justice Harris. They got a 6th-year corner, Coney Durr. Yeah, Coney like the hot dog. But their secondary ranked 11th in PFF last year, and their run defense was just horrible. Like I mentioned, the 6.3 yards per rush. So I don't know what to look for other than it seems like you can do whatever you want against this defense.
I feel like and we will.
I think it's come out. We come out, established a run, knock them back, get them going, start hitting our plays. We want to feature Jimmy Rucker for a little while. Boom, boom, boom. We're Jackson inside. Hit your back shoulder fades to these guys on the outside. Really try to flex on them.
Ooh.
Flex on flex.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
It's a headline.
Boom, boom. Print the shirt.
That's the thing, too. I mean, the only thing, to me, more important about the receivers is, that secondary, they're used to covering a bunch of bums. They're not used to covering Olave, Smith and Jebo, Wilson, and all their backups.
Exactly. So let's jump into these microscopes real quick.
Wow.
These are, to our new listeners, the microscopes are the players we watch every week, somebody different, one on offense, one on defense. We each give up a name on the Buckeyes that we're paying close attention to, and you probably should too. So, Shawn, let's start with you on offense. Who do you have your microscope on?
So unorthodox, where it should be Stroud, but it's not. I'm going with the big man, Dawand. I want to see, it seems like we're shuffling our whole line around to get Dawand on the field because he's that good, and I want to see it.
Yeah.
So Dawand's my guy.
Who do you have on defense? Oh, we can just do offense. Jeff, go ahead with your offensive player.
Let's see. The starters. Most of the starters. Outside of the quarterback, of course, we can all name C.J. Stroud. But most of the starters we've seen, Shawn, I definitely am going to be paying attention to Dawand Jones, see how he moves against the speed rush. But I have to go with the freshman receivers. If you're going to make me narrow it down to one out of the two, I don't know. Let me see what Emeka does in the slot. Getting some reps in from Jackson Smith when he takes breaks or whatever to go second set. Because I think there's going to be a lot of, first three, second three type
so you're not
sets.
You're not going to take a starter?
Julian Fleming. It might be hard. No, because I think I'm going to see plenty of Emeka.
All right, Shawn, who do you have on defense?
Well, I'm going to go with my big hype guy right now, Cody Simon. Yeah. I think this is a Cody Simon game. they're going to try and run, and he's going to need to stop it. So that's the guy I'm just excited to see him play. I don't know why, but I'm
in the middle. That's who I had too. So I just quickly switched over to Teradja. My hitter is going to make some tackles. So we got Teradja, Cody Simon, Jeff. Who do you have on defense?
My man Cam Brown coming back from corner. Hopefully he's starting. We don't know for sure, but I know where he's going to see the field if he's healthy. I'm sure he's earned a definite spot in rotation. So looking to see if Cam Brown's healthy, because I know a lot of potential. They really, really were high on him when he came in as a freshman. So hopefully we see that potential this year.
Okay.
Starting this game.
So let's get into our.
I think it's a good start for these guys. Kind of get their feet wet a little bit.
Without a true test.
Not just full blown air raid at them.
All right. So as always, we like to do our score predictions. We'll run through the over-unders and spread here and give you our score predictions. So this week, Buckeyes are 13.5-point favorites, and the over-under is 65.5. Shawn, let's start with you. What do you have for a final score?
We already have these.
We did these on last week's program, so this one would be still relevant. But so whatever I picked then, but on the spot, I think I'm going to give Minnesota a little more love. I'm going to go 52-20. I think I had it maybe 52-17 or 13 before, but
way to deviate.
52-20.
Jeff,
Buckeyes.
Way to deviate from that score.
What's that?
Really different.
Yeah, I know. I gave a
did,
score in this game already too. I don't know if you remember
because
exactly.
New information has come to light, man.
What with new information that has come to light, I'm gonna go with. I don't see Minnesota's offense having much success at all. Couple scores, so we'll make it 42-13. Ohio State cruises. I don't think there's, I don't think it's ever really a question. We struggle a little bit at times, but we're never in danger of losing control of the game. Those type of games. You don't play your best. But
I'm going to go
really
similarly. I'm going 47-17. Take the under. I think, though the weather might be great and the Buckeyes might move the ball with ease, I don't think they're going to be hyper-aggressive, and I don't think C.J. Stroud's going to throw for 300-plus. I think they're going to go balanced, 250, and I think they're going to have success in both areas. But I think they want to control the game first, and I'm going, 47-17. Mark it down.
I got a bold prediction. I got over 300 yards passing for Ohio State, but not C.J. Stroud
as a team.
As a team, we go over 300 yards passing, but C.J. Stroud will not have all.
We're going to call you out next week when you're wrong.
That parlay that bad boy.
I think the next quarterback that gets in that game, if it gets late, he's damned to anyone. He's slinging the ball. I think he's going to try moving the ball.
Parlays are
I don't think the
devil's
coaches will
tools.
stop him either.
So let's quickly talk about three big games. Two of them really affect us directly, and one is just fun to watch hillbillies beat up on each other. First one, Penn State at Wisconsin. Shawn, how do you see this one going? Let me give you a spread real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, please.
At Wisconsin.
That's
a tough spot for Penn State.
4.5. Over under is 50. Dead even 50.
Yeah, I like the Sharps, man. Camp Randall.
I like
Penn State on the road, first game. Camp Randall be bumping. I like Wisconsin.
That's a noon game, not a night game, so if it matters.
Okay. Either way.
4.5. I like Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin at 4. I think it's a touchdown, at least a touchdown game.
Ooh, okay.
Could get ugly.
So
possibly ugly. Right. So Shawn Clifford,
you know, throwing it around everybody in red. It can get ugly.
Yeah. I think it's at least a touchdown.
I think it's going to be a tighter game.
Oh, damn, I mean, but Penn State's got a stable of running.
I think it's going to be low scoring.
We recruited.
I think it goes low scoring. I agree with the under on the 50. And it could be a 21-17, 21-20 kind of game. Spreads 4.5. Yeah.
Maybe.
I think I would take Penn State to cover that 4.5. That's a funky number. Yeah, maybe.
Blessing your money down there.
So let's look at.
Right, Shawn? I mean, don't you think that's? I think that's Wiscy. That's a Wiscy
set, man. Penn State's supposed to be back to normal. Last year, they had everybody and their brother opt out. You know, Micah Parsons, but they got so many guys coming back, and that O-line is strong. Obviously, we just talked about the running backs. I think that they're going to put up a good fight. I don't have any faith in the fucking quarterback, obviously, but he can run the ball. I think it's going to be, you know, run left, run right. It's just a matter of who's carrying it. They might as well, you know, go to the wishbone for all intents and purposes. But let's go.
Yeah, but Shawn Clifford's just not operating. He's not Scott Frost in Nebraska. He's not operating that wishbone. They got 3 running backs that can do it.
Let's look at this Indiana-Iowa game real quick. I got Indiana going to Iowa. Iowa favored by 3. Typically, the home team in college football gets 3.5 to 4, depending on the venue. So almost an even ball game. Over under 46. What do you think, Joe?
46. So you're looking at like a 20. I say over. I don't know. I don't know shit about Iowa's defense. I just go off what their insider says.
Guess what?
97
they haven't changed in 20 years.
So they're going to be good on defense. They're going to be able to run the ball, time of possession, pro style. Ooh, that's a good game though, because we don't know if Penix is healthy. What's that air? That's a good passing attack. As good as the Big Ten can offer. 46. I want to say like maybe a 27-24 game. So I take the over.
What's that? Over. Okay.
I'll take the over.
24. Okay.
Yeah, something like just barely over, but you know, it might be getting into. I was good. Iowa's got a good team. They think their offense can score points too. So I don't know, but I don't know what to think of Iowa. I think of them as 8-4. When I think of Iowa, I think 8-4. However that computes out with them beating Indiana, I don't know. But they're going to be 8-4 at the end of the year. Maybe 9-3.
They're saying Iowa could compete for that for the West. Big West, kind of them and Wisconsin are the two that everyone's talking about over there.
I would like to see Iowa. We haven't seen them in a while. We owe them fuckers one from 2017.
Yeah.
And I think the colors look good together when we're playing Iowa. So I'd like to see them in Indy. It'd be a nice change, right?
Yeah.
No more whiskey dick and Northwestern.
That being said, I think Indiana is the second best team in the East. And I think Indiana's going to go out there and beat them Huskers.
So forget
in their house.
Forget the spread, huh?
And I'll take the over.
Okay. All right, I'm going Iowa wins, and it's going to be a close one, obviously, but I think they win by a field goal, and the spread's dead on. I wouldn't touch that game with a 10-foot pole. The money line is not worth it. Iowa's a -160 on the money line, so I'll pass.
No. Yeah, I'm staying away from the game. I think it's a field goal game either way, but it could literally go.
So last one we want to talk about tonight is Redneck Jamboree. We got Georgia, technically at Clemson, but it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I guess it's closer to Clemson. But regardless, it's supposed to be a neutral field. Clemson's favored by 3. Over under is 51.5. What do you think, Jeff?
First of all, are we gonna hear that goddamn panther growl that they play for every cat?
I don't think so.
Noise, every cat team, the Wildcats, the Tigers, they all have the same panther.
It's in the Carolina Panthers Stadium, so maybe they already have the sound locked and loaded. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So Clemson,
Tigers.
Oh fuck. Cats, dogs.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of a home.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do that.
Anyways.
3.
What's the spread on this show?
Yeah.
3? 3 even? Oh. I think Clemson puts it on them. I take Clemson. Clemson to win. By 7.
Wow. That's aggressive. They better hope that DJU gets hurt.
I couldn't disagree more.
Watch on.
I think Georgia wins this game. Pops on Clemson's bubble. Last 2 times we played Clemson, we kind of handled them. I think Georgia is probably. I mean, they're as talented as anybody in the country, and I don't know. Maybe I've been disappointed too many times with Georgia, but I think
they haven't shown it yet.
I think this could be a big year for them, and we're going to find out real soon. I like Georgia in this. I don't know what the over/under was.
51.5.
Whatever it is, I like Georgia.
Low scoring affair.
Oh.
Everybody says Georgia modernized the offense.
You know what? I might
they throw the ball now, right?
I might stay away from that. I might stay away from that number though. I take Clemson.
I'm going Georgia on this one, taking those points, eating them up like a big dub. I think Georgia's going to beat their ass. And if DJU goes down, those boys are done for the year. You're looking at fucking 8 wins maybe.
All right. I'll go 20 apiece on it.
You going to spot both of us?
You can Venmo me. No, I bet 20. I bet 20 Clemson wins. You guys taking Georgia? I'm taking Clemson.
I'm writing this down right now.
What do you say, Shawn? $20? Shawn, $20? You have to get a Venmo account. No points. No, just a money bet. It's just a money bet. Straight win-loss.
Why would I bet that with you when I could bet the same bet, except I get points?
Or you could go money line and get plus 140.
And because I don't have a bank, man, I was just trying to make $20 off each deal. I can't make more than that.
I don't want to take your money like that. I can't afford it, man. Put my kid to private school. Yeah.
As you're talking about, you can get the same with points from a guy. I know. There's a website I can go on and I can get the same thing. Every time. I get it.
I might
I don't know. I think Clemson's. I think Clemson's D line. I think their quarterback's better than Georgia's quarterback. I've seen enough from I'm not gonna get it. DJ. I've seen enough to know. I've seen enough to know he's gonna be able to operate this offense.
This is just the type of game old Dabo pulls out of his ass.
I don't know, man. They lost a lot.
I think it's a slugfest for a while. They might come back. They might come back on them. But their defense is back. They think this might be their best defense since what's this fuck? Shawn national title run
and all those dudes.
So I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be a slugfest. For a while. They may even have to come back by a couple scores. But I think I don't know. I'm not that high on Georgia. Yes, I know Georgia has talent. They're on par with, there's the three of us at the top as far as talent, recruiting, depth wise. But that quarterback, somebody in Georgia playing quarterback's going to show it. There's enough of these fucking rotating guys in there. Show me.
Georgia might have the best, the most talented roster by, if you rank it by kids coming out of high school stars.
In recruiting, but they just can't put it together on the field.
Right, because they don't have the dynamic, guy quarterback. I mean, look at all of us. First round draft pick quarterbacks. Oklahoma, first round draft pick.
They're gonna keep getting dudes named North because there's so many good dudes that come out of Georgia, and we get plenty of them.
A lot of schools do. I mean,
I know.
I mean, there are so many. You're right. It's one of the most fertile grounds.
It's probably been that for at least a decade, but that is a fucking powerhouse.
I remember when it was big to get Raekwon McMillan out of Hinesville, Georgia, because he was a huge Clemson target.
Check out this story. I'm just seeing this on Twitter. We'll wrap it up on this one. So Ohio State did not sell out its allotment of tickets for the Minnesota game. And they're selling right now for $85 a seat. Yep.
Really?
That's direct. That's direct. That price is through the Minnesota ticket office, the university, not a secondhand online dealer.
I heard Minneapolis Airport is nice. You can get direct. I wonder if I can get direct flight Orlando to Minneapolis. What that runs? Fly in there. $85 for. I'm sure I'd go 150. See where that can get me if 85's starting. But that's not a bad price. I am kind of surprised. Maybe just because if it was a Saturday night, I think for sure we probably would have. But maybe it'd
be interesting to see if maybe this is a trend that we're seeing the beginning of. Because we've seen a dip in attendance over the last 5 years at least, since the in-game experience isn't that much better than being at home.
I can see us not traveling as well maybe these years. But I don't think we're going to suffer at home at all. I think people that are driving distance, through Central Ohio.
We're not going to sell out the stadium anymore. That hasn't happened in a while. And probably won't.
The thing is too, there haven't been a lot of competitive games.
Yep. That's the downside of distancing yourself from the rest of the Big Ten. Talent-wise, is what's there to see? A bloodbath.
Right.
I told you guys years ago, F this Big Ten.
No.
Never did anything for us.
And I think a lot of that too is our noon kickoff with Fox. I think that has a lot to do with it. People are like, I can't make a noon game. If it was 8 o'clock, we could swing it. People coming from Cincinnati or something like that, around, a couple hours out, maybe they can't get there by Saturday morning. Or whatever, but Saturday night they would be there. We play good. We get some good fucking games in there. Yeah. They'll fill that stadium. I think they're going to be excited. And this year too, I don't expect their
should be rocking.
Yeah, home opener. If there are no fans last year, all them season ticket owners or diehards up there, shit. I'll be fucking out. I will be alarmed, Joe, if we're just barely, we're not quite at sellout or at capacity, I would be shocked for next week. But as fucking COVID, man, people, their jobs are fucked up now because of COVID. They can't get as many days off or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, who knows? People aren't traveling.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. All right. Good show, boys. Went back to back this evening, and good job. We cranked out 2 good ones. We'll see how things play out on Thursday, and we'll see how these 2 deeps look on the field. As always, folks, thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to at least rate the podcast. It helps other people find us. You don't have to leave a review; just leave a rating. And as always, find us on Twitter, Facebook, all the good shit, and hit the supply store, thebuckeyecast.com. Check out the shirts and shit. And we got free shipping going on. We'll try and drag that through the beginning of week 1 and see if you guys take advantage, all right? Jeff, Shawn, thank you very much. We will talk to you next week. Take care.